Saw it there. The Clippers are so good with Zoo on the lineup floor. This is the second best lineup dating back to November 17th in the NBA. And they're looking to flex their muscle a little bit here against the Miami Heat. Heat lost 7 in a row. They've won their last 2. They've struggled on both sides of the ball. Terry Rozier sends it outside to David Highsmith. The 3 not there. Rebound is a running one collected by Terrence Mann. Clippers come off a nice win in Detroit in the 4th quarter, pulling away from the Pistons. Talk a little bit more about some of the things Kawhi Leonard said after the ball game that were, I think, needed to be said. See how the Clippers respond. A late shot clock 3 for Terrence Mann. Not there. Bam Adebayo with a rebound.
Terrence had to shoot that one. The shot clock was down at 2 when the ball hit his hands.
Adebayo sniffs out the mismatch on George, spins to the rim, misses at the iron. Gets his own rebound, and the putback is true.
Well, Adebayo will give you the 2nd and 3rd effort on the glass. And one thing Miami is trying to do is improve their defense. They feel that the defense during that losing streak recently had basically fallen apart. They take great pride in their defense, and they'll mix defenses up on you. So let's watch them try and get after the Clippers here.
Overall, the 13th best defense in the league. Kawhi Leonard misfires on his first shot, but over the last 9, they've fallen to 26. That's just in that 9-game span. Their offense 29 to an 8-year deal.
Think about how close they were to being eliminated in the play-in round. Down 5, 2 minutes to go. Come back to win it and wind up in the NBA Finals.
I mentioned the top 3 coaches. Ty Lue would be on that list for sure. If you follow basketball, that would be your list. Whistle foul is, of course, the Knicks back in that lockout short year in 1999. Harden misses on the 3. Miami comes away with a rebound. Clippers looking for their first points. Bam Adebayo has all the points so far. Highsmith, Megan Richardson, the runner. This time's the rebound, and George controls.
Richardson's one of those guys that, given night, he can explode. When he's making his threes, he can give you 18 points on a given night. Other nights, he kind of disappears on, so we'll see which Richardson shows up tonight.
Paul George, a big 3 for the Clippers to put them on the board. 9:43 to play in this first quarter.
It's a good sign. Let's see if Paul George hitting an early shot will get him going.
Butler on the wing, given some space in the mid-range for a moment. Now he is shooting the ball well from above the arc as he finds Richardson for the 3, and he knocks it in.
And there's Richardson. I worry about him because he's capable of having big nights.
Kawhi Leonard misfires on the 3. Adebayo with the rebound. Richardson, I mentioned, out of the rotation, said, I'm going to do everything I can to get back on the floor, focusing in on his defense as Adebayo throws it away. Meanwhile, while he was doing that, he flew in his own personal trainer to work on. 7-3 start for Miami. These 2 teams met on January 1st. Clippers were able to run away with that one, 121-104. George misses on his 2nd shot. Rebound goes to Rozier. He's fast north and south, and the Clippers try to slow him down in transition. Nice pace to that offensive possession. Tyler Hero, certainly explosive offensively. Tough pass for Harden inside. It's out of bounds, and it goes back to Miami.
I'm not actually sure who that pass was intended to. I think James is talking to both teammates, saying, this is who I meant it to go to.
Rozier pulls up and knocks it down. That's been missing since he's joined the Heat, shooting just 34. There's 2 teammates in the history of the NBA that have done it in the same year. It is James Harden and Russell Westbrook. And considering their history going back to Oklahoma City, a very special night on a lot of levels for those 2. As Harden drafted a year after Westbrook in Oklahoma City, the 2 would go to the NBA Finals, where they would play this team, the Miami Heat. Lob the Zoo inside, not what you want coming out of a timeout. A 24-second shot clock violation.
And there's that matchup 2-3 amoeba-type defense that Miami played coming out of the timeout. It confused the Clippers enough so that the time was running off the 24-second clock.
Well, they play more zone than any other team in the NBA. Eric Spoelstra said it's just to get everybody out of their comfort zone. Rozier spins on George, fades and fires. That's 2 in a row. I mentioned it earlier, has not shot the ball well. He's 2 for 2 now.
And they say he just tried so hard because he wants to impress the Heat organization and his teammates, and he just hasn't been weren't able to get it to drop.
Harden able to sign his autograph on the game. It's just the second field goal for the Clippers. It's worth pointing out, Miami was just out in front by 10. They have the third most losses in the NBA when leading by double digits. They're 24-10 overall on the season when they lead by 10 or more. Richardson, a catch and shoot three. It's short. Harden with the rebound.
See if we can get something going in transition here against the Heat defense.
Harden goes to work on Highsmith, launches a 15-footer, and Zoo saves it, but it goes into the ready hands of Rozier. Butler surveys the scene inside his 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Picks up his dribble, shouted by George. Adebayo has 6 points and 6 rebounds here in this opening quarter. Highsmith in the corner for three. It's good. 37% on the year.
Miami moving the ball faster than the Clipper defense can make their rotation. Zoo got caught a little bit too far over on the other side of the lane line.
Leonard driven off the line, looks to Zoo. The floater. The rebound by Terrence Mann is good, and the Clippers cut the lead down 16-7.
T-Man on the offensive boards, good with a second shot opportunity.
Richardson tailgated by Leonard. 10 to shoot for Butler. Isolates on Harden. And Harden kind of got caught watching the ball there. Butler nearly came away with the offensive rebound.
James does that quite often. Shoots, fouls his own shot for an offensive rebound.
Harden. Catch and shoot for George. And the Clippers just struggling to find the range here. 3 for 11. Miami 5 for 11. Rozier. Now back to Richardson for the clean look at a tray. Offline. Kawhi Leonard has it. Arcing pass down court to George in traffic. And now the Clippers reset the offense. 5.5 to play in the first quarter. We've seen some slow starts from the Clippers, whether they're playing, not coming out with a defensive mindset. I thought it needed to be said. Clippers again 7-2 in their last 9 games without Ivica Zubac. But we've
You step on that sideline, it's a turnover. And see Kevin Love out on the floor right now. And they've dropped Kevin Love. You know, he was in the starting lineup back early in the season. Now coming off the bench, kind of anchors that second group.
Butler gets deep inside. Finds Rozier in the corner for 3 offline. And Plumlee comes away with a loose ball. When Love is on the floor, they're a +5. When he is off the floor, they are a -2. So he has been a big needle mover for them, and that's like really kind of the biggest difference in the lineup. Speaking of difference makers, here's Russell Westbrook to the rim, leaves it off the iron. Harden with the interception, back to Russ for the stuff.
Kind of similar to what happened in Detroit. Once Russell got on, our defense picked up. We got a steal. We got a fast break bucket. Same thing right there. Harden with the steal, pitch ahead to Russ.
You better play as hard as Russ, and that's hard to do. You better match the energy. Here's Butler, picked up by Plumlee. Highsmith on the move, the floater. And Harden with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Leonard. Butler to beat, lays it all. He